So there was a study done by Loftus in 1979, and how it worked was there were participants waiting outside a laboratory in a waiting area. They thought they were waiting for the actual study to start, but they didn't know that they were actually participating in the study while in the waiting area. And the participants saw two different situations. The first was that they overheard a discussion in a laboratory about equipment failure, and then that was followed by a man leaving the laboratory holding a pen, and he had grease on his hand. And then the second situation was they saw or they heard a heated discussion in the laboratory, followed by the sound of broken glass and crashing chairs, and then that was followed by a man leaving the laboratory with a paper knife covered in blood. After the participants witnessed these situations, they were asked to identify the two men that they saw, and they had to choose out of 50 different photographs. And then only 33% ended up being able to identify the man with the knife, and then 49% identified the man with the pen. So this just shows that during eyewitness testimonies, that when something has potential danger, people are more likely to focus on the object of the potential danger instead of the person, which can be shown by how only 33% identified the man with the knife, because they're most likely focusing on the knife itself other than the man. So this shows that eyewitness testimonies aren't as convincing as people speculate them to be.
On May 27th, a man named William Mills was convicted for bank robbery. During his trial, 4 eyewitnesses claimed that he was the man, backed by CCTV images from the bank. However, through CCTV images, the robber was obscured by a scarf and dark glasses, and that 6 months into his sentence, he was released due to DNA evidence being found showing that he was not the criminal. And stated by his lawyer, Limmer O'Donnell, that if it wasn't for the DNA evidence, he would have been convicted based on eyewitness testimonies. This shows that eyewitness testimonies aren't as reliable, and that through this, people have now, in Britain, have now increased protocols to make sure that eyewitness testimonies don't falsely accuse anyone. Thus now, when a CCTV image is being examined based on eyewitness testimonies, a artist will come in to make sure the face independence, make sure it was the man, and make sure it was correct.
So in Loftus and Palmer, 1974, Lab Experiment 2, 150 students were shown a video of a car accident. Those 150 students were then split up into 3 groups of 50. Group 1 was asked how fast the cars were going when they hit each other. Group 2 was asked how fast the cars were going when they smashed. And the third group was the control group, so they were not asked to estimate the speed of the vehicles. 1 week later, the participants were asked a leading question, and the question was, did you see any broken glass? There was no broken glass in the video. The second group who asked the speed with the verb smashed gave higher average speeds estimated, and they recalled seeing broken glass even though there wasn't. This shows that different words used altered the perception of the participants, and it shows that eyewitness testimony is not reliable.
Yeah.